What are the best adult jokes that are hidden in kids' movies? In Brady Bunch the movie, toward the end the main family wakes up to find the butcher is in their house going through their fridge, but he was clearly in pajamas and was with Alice the maid. And when they ask him what he's doing there, he just says, "Oh, just delivering some meat." I didn't get that till much later in life. There is that one scene from Ratatouille when Linguini is about to confess about how Remy is in his hat cooking for him and says, "I have a little tiny," and right after he says tiny, Colette quickly glances down at his pants. I never even noticed it until someone pointed it out to me because it is pretty subtle and can be easy to miss. In Robots, the main character and his wife get the parts for their robot child and exclaim, making the babies the fun part. Edit. It's been a bit since I watched this movie, and yeah, I totally forgot. It's a backstory segment showing the main character's father and mother. My bad. Also, yeah, Robots is fantastic and filled with other adult jokes. In Cars, when the two Maida ladies flash their pop-ups at McQueen, I didn't realize for years that that was the connotation. In Coco, everybody laughs when they say Hector died choking on chorizo. Choking on chorizo is Mexican slang for sucking dick. There was an episode of Dexter's Laboratory where the father kept going on about Dexter's mother's muffin and saying he only married her for her muffin. The whole episode was filled with innuendo. This is mild, but I never noticed until I watched it a few years ago. In the beginning scenes of Toy Story, Mr. Potato Head uses his own lips to peck his behind with. He does this while talking about Slinky, implying he's a kiss-ass. In Matilda, Matilda is trying to talk to her mother, who is talking animatedly on the phone. While Matilda is trying to get her attention, the mom says into the phone, "You should shave yours. It'll change your life." Not a movie, but a scene in the TV show Good Luck Charlie. The kids make a nice date plan for their parents. The oldest daughter wants them to leave quickly, so she goes by. "Have fun, but not too much fun. We already have enough kids." In Beauty and the Beast, the Gaston musical number has a part where Gaston says, "And every last inch of me is covered in hair." During this part, you see Gaston wink at the audience. Not a movie, but Sesame Street is known for adult jokes that go over little kids' heads. One time, Tina Fey was a pirate, and she was making everyone guess pirates' favorite letter. When after several wrong guesses it was revealed that F is the preferred letter for pirates, everyone was murmuring things in the vein of, "Oh, yeah, that makes sense." And someone said, "Pirates love F words." Dr. Seuss's Cat in the Hat, when the cat calls the gardening hoe a dirty hoe and then proceeds to apologize to it and almost makes out with it. In Alvin and the Chipmunks Road Chip, Alvin is seated next to John Waters on a plane. Waters gives him a dirty look for some reason, and Alvin says, "You can't judge me. I've seen pink flamingos." My 5-year-old couldn't understand why I spit out my beer at that line. I always loved that scene in Uncle Buck when that lady walks in the front door and Buck is fighting with the washing machine. She thinks he's banging some girl on it, and then he yells, "I'm gonna put my load in you whether you like it or not." It always makes me chuckle. I don't know if you can consider Pirates of the Caribbean a kid's movie, but when Jack is showing everyone the black spot on his hand, he says, "My eyesight's as good as ever." You know, I'm convinced it's a reference to an old myth that masturbation caused hairy palms and blindness.